A very good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn a maths lesson. Before we begin, you need to identify these pictures. Look at these pictures. What are these type of objects called as? Think. Yes, you are right. They are called as three-dimensional objects. So today we are going to learn a new lesson on three-dimensional objects and nets. I hope so you know what are two-dimensional objects. If you don't know, let us see what is the difference between three-dimensional objects and two-dimensional objects. Two-dimensional drawings of three-dimensional objects. You know, in our daily life, we use or we come across objects of various types and shapes, right? All of them have similar properties, okay? All have a common characteristics, that is, they have length, breadth and height, right? So the objects whose length, breadth and height or thickness are known, they are also called as three-dimensional objects. Okay, so the objects whose length, breadth, height or thickness can be measured are also called as three-dimensional objects. So for three-dimensional objects, three things are important, that is length, breadth, height are also called as thickness. So for example, if you see a brick, right, which is used for construction of buildings, a cylindrical water tank which is in a cylindrical manner has thickness, height, okay, has length, breadth, right? Then a ball and even a joker's cap. All of these are called as three-dimensional objects. Fine. Now, the objects which have only length and breadth and no thickness are called as two-dimensional objects. So what are two-dimensional objects? The objects which have only length and breadth are called as two-dimensional objects. For example, certain pictures which are drawn on a piece of paper, like for example a circle, a square, a rectangle, a triangle and a quadrilateral are all called as two-dimensional objects. Okay, so the sketches of three-dimensional objects on a paper, okay, a sketch of a three-dimensional figure on a paper are flat. Like for example, a circle. A circle three-dimensional object can be a ball. Okay, you have seen a ball, right? But when you are drawing it on a piece of paper, you will draw it flat on the piece of paper, correct? So here only we can measure either its length or breadth, and therefore such structures or such pictures are also called as two-dimensional objects, and they are drawn flat on the piece of paper. So here you can see 5 different types of structures or 5 different pictures which are drawn flat on the paper, like a circle, a square, a rectangle, a triangle, a quadrilateral. If you see, actually all the objects are three-dimensional. All the objects are three-dimensional. But their sketches when we draw, they will be drawn flat. Okay? Like now, when we talk about a three-dimensional object, there will be always 3 views. Okay? There are always 3 views. Like for example, a house which is depicted over here. You can see the 3 views of the house. Okay? So looking at the figure from the front, we get a front view. Okay? So here you can see the front view of the house. Correct? So looking at the figure from the front gives a front view. Similarly, looking at the figure from the side gives you side view. Okay? So here is a side view of the house. Whereas looking at the figure from the top gives you the top view. Like here you can draw a figure of the house from the top view, right? So always remember, of a three-dimensional objects, we can have three views. That is the front view, the side view and the top view, right? So therefore three-dimensional objects can be drawn from any of the three views. So if we see from the top, it looks like this. If we see from the front, it will be looking, how I have shown now, right? Now let's see certain examples here. Now look at this figure now. Okay, so this figure, if you see, you can see that there are different 5 blocks placed one above the other. You can count the number of blocks. Okay, plus one block is placed above the 4 blocks, right? So this also, if you see, there is a front view, side view and the top view. So how it will look from the front view, side view and top view, let me show you. So if you see carefully, the front view will be looking like this, okay? Whereas you can see over here, the front view will be looking like this. This is the front view, right? Whereas the side view will be like this. This is called as the side view. Fine. Whereas if you see from the top of this figure, there are altogether 4 blocks and on which 5th block is placed. Therefore, when you look from up, it will look only 4 blocks, right? That is this one. This is the top view of the bricks which are kept. Whereas the front view, if you see, you can see 2 blocks like this and the up, only 1 block up. Side view also, from that side, if you see, just that first block, on the left hand side, how it is on the left hand side now. From the side view, it will look from the right hand side, right? So this is how you can see this picture from the front view, side view and the top view. So let us take another example now. Okay, look at this figure now, another example. So here you can see like pyramid type of structure. Okay, it also has a front view, side view and the top view. If you see, the front view is a triangular shape, correct? A triangle shape. Whereas the side view, you can see it is like the rectangle shape. Whereas from the topper view, if you see, there will be 2 rectangles. One will be the smaller one and the one which is more slope is, or of the more lengthy slope, that will give you a larger rectangle. So here you can see all the 3 views. Front view will be a triangle, okay? Side view will be a square or a rectangle and the top view will be, one will be a shorter rectangle, other will be a longer rectangle. So this is another condition. Fine. Now let us go little further now. This is very easy in this case, in this type of geometrical figures. But you must have seen how mountains are depicted on the geographical maps, right? So these are the mountains, and so on the geographical map it will be drawn in the form of contour lines. But suppose if we look at the mountain from very far, we can see only 2 things. That is, one is its, we can get a fair idea about its height as well as its width. But can we come to know about its area which is covered or the expanse of the mountains? No. For that we need to go high up in the air, maybe with the help of helicopter or so. We can see the top view. And when we see at the top view, we get an idea about its expanse, but we cannot estimate its height, right? So from the top, when we see, we can get an idea of its expanse, but we will not get an idea of its height. But from the side, when we look at it, we get an idea of the height as well as the width. So in both the cases, there is some or the other problem. So to solve this problem, okay, in geographical maps, okay, they are drawn with the help of certain things called as contour lines. Okay, or areas of different heights. Okay, uh, these type of diagrams are drawn in the case of geographical maps. That is, the areas of different heights are shown with different curves. So, and different curves, or they are also called as contour lines. So here you can see the different curves are drawn to show the different height of the mountain, right? So these are also called as the contour lines. These are also called as the contour lines. So here you can see that, you know, the smallest, this part is actually the peak of the mountain, whereas little lower here you can see, okay, you can see little next one, that is this one, is showing little broader height. I mean, that is little below the peak. Okay, whereas when you see at the last curve, this curve, if you see, it is showing the expanse, the total expanse of the mountain. So this is how it is drawn in the case of geographical maps to show the hills as well as the mountains, because from these contour line diagrams we get an idea of their height as well as of the of the expanse. Okay, and these are shown with the these contour lines are marked with the, you know, suppose this is the expanse of it, that is 800 meter, sorry, it is at the you know, the 0 meters, that is 0 meter. Okay, so whereas if you see over here in the case of this peak one, where it is peak will be shown like this, 800 meters. It will be shown with 800 meters. That means the peak is at a height of 800 meters. So this is how it is shown in the case of the mountains, right? Now let us take some few activities here to find out what can be, you know, the height, the side view, the front view and the top view of the three different things. So look at the three pictures here. First one is the table, second one is a chair and water bottle. So first I am going to show you the front view, the side view and the top view of each one of these. So let's see the first one, that is the table. What is its front view, top side view as well as the top view? Correct. So from front view you can see it, the table looks like this, right? Whereas the side view, that is the middle one, is the side view, correct? So it will look, you know, narrow. You can see it is little narrow, whereas the front view was shown little broader. Fine. Whereas the top view, that is only the entire portion of the table from up, it will look like a rectangle, correct? It will look like a rectangle. Whereas let us see now the next one. Okay, next one is the chair, how it will look like in the next figure, from the front view, from the side view and from the top view. Okay, so let's see from the first one, that is the chair, second one, that is the chair, from the front view, side view and the top view. So you can see the front view of this one, that is the chair, how it looks like, side view, how it looks like, and the top view, that is what you are going to see is the sit, where you are sitting, and you know, this part of the chair, that is where you are sitting comfortably, that part will be looking like a small line, correct? Whereas, you know, where you are sitting, the place to sit will be looking like this, like a trapezium, correct? So this is how it looks like from the top view, right? Now let's see the bottle, how the bottle will look from the side view. So bottle will look from the side view as well as the front view similar. Why? Because it is cylindrical in shape, correct? So that is why front view and side view will look similar. Whereas the top view, wherein only the cap and, you know, little expanse of the bottle will be shown. Let's see now how it looks like in the front view, side view and top view. So here you can see the front view and the side view in the case of a bottle are same. Whereas if you see the top view, you can see a cap here Why? And the the girth or the expanse, the area of the bottle is shown with a bigger circle here. So this is how you can draw the front view, side view and top view of different figures. Okay, different three-dimensional objects. Now as a homework I am going to give you different objects wherein you need to draw their front view, side view and top view. So here is your homework for today to draw. Look at these figures first clearly, and then you need to try to draw their front view, side view as well as the top view. Okay students, so till we meet again in the next part of this lesson, bye and thank you.